Hey guys, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando. I am surviving the biblical heat wave of 26 degrees, which is 70 degrees freedom units or something, that the BBC is telling us that we're all supposed to be dying like Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2 when she holds on to that chain link fence and just evaporates in the nuclear fire of Judgment Day. It's hot, it's sweaty, it's muggy, it's not a big deal. Why? Why are they telling us that it's the end of days when it's 26 degrees? So, I got two things to talk about. The first one is relatively minor, but I'm going to preface this with, Spill, if you're watching, go away. This is not the video for you. You're just going to get angry. So, first of all, Games Workshop has announced that they're going to be spending £18 million of their profits back into the business as wonderful bonuses for all their staff. Oh, happy days. Isn't that lovely? It is, kind of. It's a good thing to do. It's better than just hoarding it like Smaug the Dragon. However, it definitely stings when it comes on the tail of yet another price increase. Also, the fact is that, let's be brutally honest here, you give £12,000 to, or whatever the hell that is, they're going to be being, I think it's £12,000 if you divided it among the 1,500 people they apparently employ, according to the BBC. You give that money, 12 grand to these people, and let's be brutally honest, there's going to be an awfully large chunk of that money that is going to go straight back into Games Workshop's pockets. Those guys have a 50% staff discount. If I was given 12 grand out of nowhere, the chances of me blowing it on the whole, like the brand new Age of Sigmar release at the same time, or, 2 new codexes coming out really soon, the chances of me blowing it on something are very, very high. Because I'm financially irresponsible. And if you are being paid a relatively low wage, like allegedly a lot of the GW staff still are, of course you're going to blow it on something nice. When you've got some disposable income, you like to use it to treat yourself, not be responsible. Like, the smart move for me would be to pay off a load of my mortgage, or possibly use it to pay for some repairs to my house, get my kitchen redone, that sort of thing. Or I could buy a so-called Stormbird with it. You see where I'm coming from? So a lot of that, £18 million out of the £200 million pre-tax profit is going to get folded back into the company anyway. And I'd love to see the actual numbers of what that was. Impossible to know. And I'm sure there's plenty of people at GW who have no interest in the hobby. There's going to be Linda in HR and an accountant or two who just, they don't care about little plastic toys. They care about doing their HR thing. They care about their accounting thing, their finance thing, their project management job, that sort of thing. And fair dues, I didn't particularly care about a lot of the stuff I did in my last 3 jobs. So yeah, that's the first thing. Very nice that they're doing it. It's not as altruistic as you think. I'll never begrudge a company making profit. That's what companies are there for, to make profit. Do not think I'm a socialist for a second. It is better dead than red. But, talking about how you've made record profits year upon year upon year while constantly pushing the price up with, oh, well, costs are going up. We get it. That doesn't mean your profit margin should stay the same. You have to think outside the box sometimes. So the next thing is this. Warhammer 40,000 metawatch. Downloading the new balanced data slate. Data slate. Talk slowly. Carry a big stick. Now, I like the metawatch kind of thing, where, they actually do keep an eye on what armies are balanced and what armies are broken, and they at least attempt to make an effort to keep things in check. It's not polishing a turd that is 10th edition, but it is at least rolling it in glitter. And, I'm glad that they have people going through and they go and, edit these documents and they adjust point values. And a lot of people complain about, like, Adeptus Mechanicus. The point values are atrocious. Well, they've gone through this and they've changed a lot of the Adeptus Mechanicus stuff, which is great. And it's nice to... I've never seen those studio models before. They're very interesting. I wonder what they're for. Yes, there's very little to complain about here in the idea of what this is. My problem is that when we actually get into it and we go through it, and don't worry, I'm not going to go through it. I don't do the numbers side of Warhammer. Like, I can't do the numbers side of Warhammer. I see people talking about it going, oh yeah, that's like strength 3, AP 4, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just hearing white noise when they talk like that. Literally, like, go and lick an old CRT TV and that little crackly feeling is what my brain does when people start reaming off rules. There's a reason I just paint and model. I'm a dummy. But there's a problem here. In this, you have a load of points changes for the Adeptus Serratus. Now, I get this. This is balancing things out. That's fine. But this codex has only been out for a whopping -2 days. The codex has yet to be released, and it's getting changed. This book is worthless now and out of date before it has gone on sale. So here's my problem. I don't mind that they have updated this and balanced it. That is good. The problem here is that these sorts of changes should have been brought up during the playtesting phase and should have been locked in well before this document was written. Like, there needs to be... We release codexes in January, February, March. We do our testing in, April and May for the balance. And then June, July, we go back to normal, start releasing stuff. So that way there's no sort of codex that comes out and is worthless. You bake it in before it's released. This needs to be done before it gets sent to the printers. And we live in a digital world. There's literally no reason. Like, I can pick up the phone and be talking to a guy in Australia on the other side of the planet in the time it takes for them to walk over to their phone. That's it. So there's no excuse for not getting digital information with updated numbers instantly. And then printing this out and then getting it sent out. Now, I get that, they want to get these things printed before and stocked up for release, but that is a problem for GW. Okay? They can print these books out relatively quickly. They can get them shipped. God knows they don't print these things in the UK. There's no way they print those things in the UK. They might assemble them in the UK, but there's no way they print those codexes in England. No, they'll be printed in China. They'll cost £5 a book tops. And that's including the hardcover. Have a little break in the middle of the year where you do your balances and you don't release any codexes. Use that time to focus on games that don't have codexes. That way you don't have an interrupted release schedule. You've still got all of the stuff coming out for your a dozen or so games that you still support. And then some kid doesn't accidentally come over here and spend £37 or £31.45 here at Element Games, code JAM737, blah, 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 you know what I'm doing. They don't spend the same price as like a box of Intercessors or whatever on a book to go to their first game where some kid's like, oh yeah, those points are wrong. You need to go download this. And the kid's then got to go get a PDF document and either use his phone to double check. Maybe he can't. Maybe he's got no internet. You know, some kids don't have unlimited internet on their phone, so it's a problem for them to do that. All sorts of... kids don't have access to printers. Who's got a printer at home nowadays to print that out? Now, back in the day, I used to go to my local games club and, you know, the guys there would all have binders full of paper that they've printed out that's got all the FAQs on it. And it's a giant pain in the arse to make sure things, you know, are in the right place. Either they've got to mark the book and go, no, this has been updated, go see this document and all this other stuff. Or they've just got to start smashing bits of paper in there and hoping they find the right ones. It's a bit poor from a consumer point of view. And it's, frankly, we need to start looking at ourselves as the consumer. You know, that is all we are. We're not hobbyists. We're not collectors. We're just consumers. We're the customer. You know, they create a product, we buy product. They are creating an out-of-date product before it's released. It's not on, and I know some people won't care. Some people will not see this as an issue. Some people will look at this and they'll go, look at the YouTuber who's being all dramatic. You know, get over yourself, mate. You talk too slowly and all this other shit. And frankly, you know, those people are the reason that they get away with it. There is a huge amount of this community who really just, they don't care. And they don't care the price. They can afford it, so they'll keep paying the price. And they don't care that it keeps going up. And they just see that anyone who complains, it's their problem, get good, skill issue. It's not on. We should, as consumers, as customers, should know that you can purchase a product that is going to be fit for service at the point of sale. And as is, this isn't. You know, it would be like, well, it'd be like buying a video game that doesn't work. Well, you can't do that nowadays, can you? I don't know. Alright, Spill, you can come back in. We've stopped talking about the rules. Anyway, my name is Bando. This is Brexit Bando. I have finished my Emperor's Children, as you may have seen. You can check them out in the link in the description. It will take you to the Bolter and Chainsword, where I post all my models. And you'll see all the links to the different threads in my signature in that thread. So you can go check them out. I may have finally decided what colour I'm painting my Alpha Legion. And it's going to be a surprise. And I've started painting some Sons of Horus. So hopefully they'll be up for some photos soon. Anyway, my name is Bando. This is Brexit Bando. I appreciate everyone who watches, everyone who stayed to the end. No secret message or anything here. Just have a great day. This week's gone incredibly quickly, so have a happy Friday. And if you want to support the channel, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the share button. And that's that. Alright, have a great day. Bye-bye.